You're watching News 8.
Dr. Jeff Harp from Highland Family Medicine is back with us. Doctor, great to see you.
Likewise.
All right, COVID vaccine boosters been in the news lately. Let's dive right in here. Both the FDA and CDC making recommendations about booster vaccines just last week, but we should clarify, in some cases, boosters are already being given, right?
That's right. So the FDA already authorized booster doses of both the Pfizer and the Moderna vaccines for people with seriously compromised immune systems. So people who might be being on active chemotherapy or who have HIV disease, which is untreated or out of control. Those people should be boosted already. But now there's much broader recommendations about booster vaccines.
Right, looking to expand the pool of people eligible. Why are there two government organizations weighing in on this?
Well, these two organizations have two different perspectives. The FDA, Food and Drug Administration, looks at an individual medication or vaccine and says, is this safe? And if so, what population should it be used in? The CDC looks at the health of the general public and thinks about, is this a treatment that we should endorse for the entire population or for some people in the population? What's the best way to use this medication or vaccine? So they have different ways of looking at things.
There is some overlap here. Let's just dive in. What are the recommendations?
So both organizations agree on most things. Basically, people over 65, people over 50 who have serious medical conditions, and people living in long-term care facilities like nursing homes, it's recommended that all be boosted. They're likely to either have had not the best immune response to the first series or repeated exposure to COVID, so be at higher risk. Boosters for people under 65 without serious medical conditions are not recommended because it looks like they have good protection against serious illness, even if their antibody levels are falling off a little bit. Now, the FDA the FDA recommended boosters for people who have high exposures, healthcare providers, people who work in grocery stores, those teachers, those kind of people. The CDC advisory panel did not recommend, but then the CDC director added that recommendation. So essentially, they almost match up, the FDA and the CDC.
All right, if I qualify for a booster, when should it be given and which vaccine?
Right, so very simply, at least 6 months after the first series is completed. Now, currently, this only applies to the Pfizer vaccine. Only the Pfizer has been approved for this third booster in all these settings. So for people who had Pfizer, 6 months after their second dose, they can be boosted. I would imagine, it looks like the Moderna and the Johnson & Johnson will both be approved also, but officially those are not yet on the radar. They will probably be within weeks, just like they are for people with very serious immune-compromising conditions. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens there.
All right, Doctor, we'll leave it there. Our time is short. Thank you again. A reminder, the CDC and FDA both have websites with lots more information about this. We'll share those links on our site as well at rochesterfirst.com.